Hello there, Ursula and Mike. It's John O'Connor calling, and it's been over 2 months since we last talked, Ursula. And you let me know that I was being a little bit too much of a nag. So I backed off, but I've got something here I think is very interesting that I think it's important information for you guys and planning your future, which, you're getting up every day, get in that car to drive to LA or go to the business and make things happen. You guys work hard. I know that. What you're looking at is the U.S. government proposed budget by category. And this is showing it year by year up to the year 2022. And it breaks it down into a couple of different basic areas. One is just money going out, money that's getting spent by the government, and then the money that's coming in, taxes basically. And the way that the outlays are laid out is the appropriated money, the discretionary money. This is the money that Congress has that they play around with. It's the military, it's the other non-military things, the things that keep us safe, and everything else related to the government. So that's the outlays up there. And then if we look at mandatory programs, that's Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. These are the entitlement programs. These are the things that have been growing so big that they're really quite a profound part of the budget. So then there's interest, obviously. If we're actually having to pay on debt that we've racked up, then we have interest to pay too. So if we look down here, this is the receipts. This is the money coming in. Basically taxes from individuals and corporations and Social Security, Medicare, excise, estate taxes when people die, that kind of thing. So, and if we look at last year, 2012, we see that $1,319,000,000,000 is what was spent on that, the appropriated discretionary items, the military and the other items for the federal government. And then but it's a much bigger number when you factor in the mandatory programs. $3,796,000,000,000. So if we actually could just wave a magic wand and eliminate the military and everything else other than those entitlement programs, we would still be spending $2,477,000,000,000. Now, if you look at the amount of money that is budgeted to be brought in, it's actually $8 billion more than the government consumes just on entitlements alone, without military or anything else. So it's a huge deal. And if you look at where the total tax receipts are expected to be, going from $2,469,000,000,000 to $5,115,000,000,000. That is a really huge increase. It's 107%. So they're telling us right here that taxes are going way up. And the item that is near and dear to all of us is the individual taxes. This is what we're going to pay. So it's a $1,165,000,000 in 2012. And they're saying that's going up to $2,605,000,000 in 2022. So that's a 123% increase. So a really, really massive shift in taxation that they're telling us right here, without any Obamacare at all being factored in. They're telling us that this is where taxes are going. And so it's an important thing for us to be realizing as we're looking out across that landscape and trying to make decisions. And there are other important factors that kind of back all this up, and that is the debt, because they've been overspending. The federal government for many years has been overspending. And so we've got over $16 trillion in debt. And what they're saying is that that's going to go up to almost $26 trillion in 10 years. So they're telling us right here that not only are we going to have dramatically increasing taxes, but our debt's going to go up a lot. This has profound consequences. Now, where are they going to come looking for the extra money? Well, I think they're going to come looking at folks like you guys and me, and all the business people out there in particular. So, it's how can you make good decisions if you're not looking at this kind of information? And how can advisors be telling people what to do to defer income, which is what most advisors do recommend? And that's because most advisors are working for this year. They want to, in the case of an accountant, they want to reduce your taxes this year. That they've got all of us trained that that's what they know we expect, what we want. We want to pay less tax. So they're fine with that because they succeed, they keep us as a client, but they're pushing us out there into a future that is going to be a lot harder to deal with. And so we're not advisors in that we don't give advice. We're not telling people we think you should do X, Y, or Z. We're actually educators. We walk you through. It takes a little bit longer, but the difference is that you know what you're doing and you have confidence about what you're doing. There's no magic wand, but it makes a profound difference understanding these things and then understanding how the various financial instruments out there work. We help you see how they work and how they can work for you. And we have strategies that we can teach you so that you can come to understand how you can protect yourselves and the fruits of your hard labor after all these years of driving back and forth to LA and going into that office and selling all those truck parts and everything you guys do, so that you can hang on to more. And we have strategies that are very, very difficult, if not impossible, for Washington to affect. But it's not just a statement or telling you what to do. It's about walking you through, looking at where you are, helping you understand where you can be stronger, better, more secure, more confident. So that's what we're up to, and we love working with great people. I consider you to be great people. I admire you. Hardworking, bright immigrant people. You're what I think is the best of our country. So anyway, it's a privilege for me to be sending this to you, and I'd love to hear your feedback, your thoughts, and your interest. Anyway, all my best, and thank you so much. Oops, I forgot to say that's a 58.6 increase. Anyway, all right, you guys. Thank you.